what your relationship with your parents says about you. We're best friends. You either have an incredibly wholesome family dynamic or your mom low-key overshares about her dating life. They love me, but they don't get me. You've spent years explaining your career choices while they nod like they understand but secretly think you should be a doctor. We talk once a week, mostly out of obligation. You love them, but also, what new updates do they really need every 7 days? They still treat me like a child. You could own a house, pay taxes, and have 3 kids, but your mom will still remind you to wear a jacket when it's cold. We have a complicated relationship. Therapy is expensive, but you've considered budgeting for it. I tell them everything. Your friends are shocked by how much your parents know, but you figure it's better than them finding out through gossip. I tell them absolutely nothing. You have a whole separate life they know nothing about, and you plan to keep it that way. We only communicate through forwarded WhatsApp messages. You don't know what's happening in their lives, but you do know 5 home remedies for curing headaches. We only talk during the holidays. Every conversation is just a speed run of life updates before someone inevitably asks when you're getting married. They're super supportive. You could tell them you're quitting your job to become a full-time magician, and they'd start researching the best wand brands. They guilt trip me about everything. You once didn't text back for an hour, and now you're the villain in their tragic story of abandonment. They have a favorite child, and it's not me. You've made peace with it. But if your sibling gets one more cuz gift, you might start a rebellion. We fight all the time, but it's out of love. Your family dynamic is 50% arguments, 50% pretending those arguments never happened. They're just my parents, not my friends. You respect them, but you're not about to grab coffee and gossip about your latest dating disaster. They compare me to other people's kids. You could win a Nobel Prize and they'd still mention how your cousin Raj is doing just a little bit better, and they still financially support me. Or you don't love being dependent on them, but you do love free rent. They never financially supported me. You've been budgeting since age 15 and probably have a stronger credit score than they do. I left home and never looked back. Either your childhood was wild, or you're just really committed to proving your independence. They're divorced, so I have to play diplomat. Every phone call is a carefully balanced game of making sure neither parent thinks you love the other one more. They're still together, but probably shouldn't be. Every family dinner feels like an episode of a reality show that should be canceled. So they want grandkids more than they want me to be happy. You cannot have a single conversation without hearing the words, "So when are you settling down?" They actually respect my boundaries. Either you have rare unicorn parents or you had to fight hard to make this happen. They still call me their baby. It's sweet, but also you're 30 and it's getting weird.